Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I am Mike.
I thought you'd get excited. Today we're cracking open a new bottle
Go with the flow.
Knob Creek 10-year rye whiskey. So you might be saying, how does this compare to the 7-year rye whiskey, Tom? And I'm going to tell you, I don't know. We've never done it. It's in the sack. But this one's new, and I'm fighting with this. So I'm going to leave this on camera so you can see how hard it is. I got to give props to Knob Creek, though. They are way better with that. Remember how bad the other one used to crack everywhere?
Maybe, I think it was because it was so old.
It could have been. I don't know. But
It was sitting in the guy's friggin' sun for...
Their wax has gotten better. So let's get right into the particulars of this one. So this one is a 10-year whiskey. Comes in at 100 proof. We got it for $69.99. It is distilled, bottled by James B. Bean Distillery Company in Claremont, Kentucky. It has an undisclosed mash bill. That was a nice cork pop that you're not going to see, but you're going to hear. We do have the 7-year in the sack, and it's been one of them. I'm gonna do it, and then something new. We haven't quite got to it, but it took me a long time to find the 7-year because for whatever reason, Massachusetts wanted to sell it for like $1 billion. Yeah, there you go. I apologize. I'm gonna blame the wax on that one. Definitely not the pourer. The pourer definitely didn't do that, but. And for whatever reason, every time I seen it, they wanted like just the regular 7-year. They wanted like this kind of money, and I'm like, why is it so high? I finally found it at a normal price, so I did pick one up, and then we just haven't got to it. It's just one of the many bottles on the other side of the room that we haven't got to. So I figured I wanted to get this one out earlier because it is newer, and hopefully you guys would know. I can't tell you what it tastes like according to the 7, but we will crack the 7 eventually, and we'll put them up against each other to see if it's worth the extra money.
Right.
Sorry. Too much babbling?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just looking at the sack, and I'm like...
It just keeps growing.
It's like impossible to... I was going to say we should try to organize them how we bought them, but that'd be stupid, too, because you just keep going from the front to the back. So
unfortunately, what ends up happening is, like, there's a bunch of them that I'm like, oh, I definitely want to get to these, but then, like, oh, this is new. We have, like, 6 brand new ones that just came out that I'm going to try to get to. So everything else gets pushed back, when it's only so much time going on.
I hear you.
But
there's no rye nose right now.
I was waiting to see what you said about that.
No, there's really no, and I think we had one with a barrel strength too back there. It really doesn't have a crazy.
So I was going to say, as a comparison, what we got to go to, we have 2 cask strength Knob Creeks back there, and me and Steve actually just did some the other day as a coincidence, and it doesn't, like, if you don't know you're drinking rye, it's almost hard to know you're drinking a rye out of that. I don't know how this one's going to come across. Like, without the mint is what I'm trying to get at,
I'm not getting the first taste. I'm not getting a mint, but you do definitely get a pretty damn sparkle.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You let me know.
I'm getting like a nice dark caramel is what I was that's what I was looking for. I just wanted to see out of my left nostril, as weird as that sounds, but more than out of my right. But I was getting like a nice, like, like sometimes I say light. This is like a darker caramel. Like,
it's way darker than what we did yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Don't play with the glue and the wax before, and then you hold it in the same hand. It doesn't help you.
Wait a minute. Hello, Knob Creek. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so, to compare on yesterday, granted, it's not even. I can't even compare them two. But I just took a little baby sip on that one. But that darkness equates to, there is a nice woody presence going on this one. That's you can tell that it has the 10-year on there. I don't know what the 7-year tastes like, so I can't compare. But it really does. But it's not a. There's no. It's actually that first sip was delicious. So hold on, let me. You can't go by this first sip. That's just like that's like fool's play.
It's definitely not here today, gone tomorrow.
That's why I said hello, Knob Creek, because it lasted.
It has the only thing that you could categorize or makes me think of it as a rye is the sparkle that it has.
I'm not getting you sparkle.
You're not getting like a little numbness?
No. Hold on. Let me. I took a little one because you said sparkle, and I said
swish it.
I'm gonna right now. Hold on.
All right. You need to let me know if your tongue numbs up a little bit. He takes him a while.
I took a little sip because I didn't know if it was going to hit me hard. Oh, no, I hear you. Oh, there was zero I don't like about this one.
No, but then it hangs on too.
That's the best part. Like I'm
tongue stays there.
I'm
for a
living with
bit.
it right now.
Yeah, and then it stays. Then it rolls to the back a little bit. Then you get a little hug. It's 100 proof. It's
For those of you that are rye guys, and if you're like, especially like if you want you're not. It's what I like to call a cooling sensation, where it seems to amp up in the middle, but it's not really bringing me into the rye note yet. And again, we just cracked this, so give it a minute.
If we just did this as an open bottle like yesterday, and she picked this one, I don't know if I would go to rye.
Now, what happened last time, and I talked over you, so we don't want that to happen. But what happened last time when we did the Angel's Envy one, and I was like, hold on a minute, this is how it opened up when we did it with Steve and his dad that day, and then all of a sudden the mint came in later.
It's not here now.
None. This is what I'm saying. Like it drank like this one, but not as good. This is actually better than that one. But it actually, like to me, like I got the same. Like you're like, oh, I wouldn't know that this. Other than it has that cooling sensation that some of them have,
or the baby orgeat effect for me is it would be. I would probably either consider it as a high rye bourbon or.
But the 100 proof kind of gives you a little something too.
That's why it stays on your tongue, then it comes in your throat and in your chest a little. So it's there when you have a decent drink.
Mm-hmm. As much as I remember liking the cash strength ones, this is like a perfect example of something that's at a lower proof that still carries a ton of flavor. You know what I mean? So like if you were looking to, you want to pour, but you don't want to be at 119 or 127. I think the two that we have up there, proof wise, this 100 proof, it's one of them whiskeys I love because it actually makes like I'm having a hard time talking because I'm salivating over it.
The only difference, what is the prices of those? Are they in the same category? Or are they higher?
No, I think we're in the same ballpark. I can look.
So I mean, if that's the case,
if you're a proof person, correct.
Even if you're not, you add water and you get double the drink.
So the 2009 one was $69.99, and the 2010 one was $75, and that's a difference of 119.6 and 127 proof. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I walked away from the microphone. We'll fix this one of these days. But so one's 119.6 and one's 127, and they're within range of the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're very close.
When you can find them though, because those were all the ones that we found sitting on the shelf. But
it still fits in. It's still, are those nines? Or they're just
I don't know what nines mean.
Yeah.
It was bottled in 2009 and 2010. Is what it, or whatever it was like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was barreled in 2009, 2010. I do not believe that those are aged nearly this long. This really has a nice oaky.
But I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Right. I don't remember. We did that so long ago. I can't believe those are still. They might be the oldest ones we have on our shelf behind us. Because he comes over and drinks all of this stuff. I barely can keep it on the shelves. But no, just for anything. Like I actually just killed one the other day that I said, this might be the oldest one that we've had on the shelf in a long time.
I'm trying to think back, or even there might be a Scotch over there that's, I don't know, you kind of wolf them too.
I've been going at them lately to try to stay off the other stuff. So honestly, this is actually very good. I'm interested to see now the 7 year, because I know it was way less money. I shouldn't say way less, but I think it was when I bought it, because I finally found it at a decent price, and I grabbed it. So I think it'll be a good comparison. Is it worth the extra 3 years for the price? Yeah, it might have been that. It might even been down to the 30 something, if I remember correctly. I bought that.
I'm thinking Steve's going to jump on this. He'll be happy as a lark.
Oh no, I think this.
It'll be curious too, because I'm sure if he comes over like towards the end of the week, and then will you get the mint? Because right now, there's really no.
There really isn't. At all. And it's it's hard to describe, but like in the mid palate, right before you swallow, it gives you like a little burst of like what I call a cooling sensation. It doesn't really bring a mint, but it's almost like it doesn't bring you to mint, but it's a different flavor than just the caramel. Because this has a nice caramel start. Like this start, it's the regular Knob Creek beautiful caramel finish.
Very good oak finish.
A nice oaky finish.
It does.
And in the middle, I get this little burst of like
I don't
refreshment
get that.
to me.
So I get like the Pop Rock or the Baby.
It might be
Orgeat
what you
around it.
consider the Oragel, and in my warped little mind, I'm thinking it's like a little burst
got
of
that-
yeah.
You got that little whatever those mints were.
Do you remember the gum? I was talking about them the other day. I couldn't remember what it was called when you bite into it and it would squirt in your mouth.
Squirt.
Is that what it was
think it
called?
was called Squirt.
When we were younger,
Yeah.
like and it had great flavor for like
They just-
3.2 seconds, and then it would go away
Until the squirt was gone,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I don't remember what it was called, but again, it has that.
There was some called Squirt, but there was a competitor too, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were called. I was trying to tell Ryan about it the other day, and I was like, "No, you used to bite into it, and it would it would ooze all over your mouth, and then you were like, oh, that's so good."
Then
and it was
then
gone.
it turned hot and
Yeah,
Bazooka
then
Joe.
it's like bazooka, right? Exactly after that.
No flavor and hot as a rock. Your jaw would be like aching.
Honestly, you know what? This is absolutely crushable. I really like this. At the 100 proof, I'd be hard pressed to even say that. I don't think it drinks. This drinks so refined to me. I love that little burst in the middle. This would be a good one to put up. You know what? I'm gonna have to. This would be a good one to put up against the bonded stuff. Yeah, the bonded rye. Cause I really like that one because I like the banana and stuff. But it's at the same proof.
Where are you in the letter?
Did I kill my bonded rye?
I think you
Steve, I know where Steve knows where that one is for like $30-something. I can get another one of them. I think there's just enough to probably do that, but I think I would like to see. I'd like to do that on a letter. For me, honestly, it meets all the stuff.
I'm giving you the option this time because
No, I'm
started
going
off
with
the last time. So.
Man, I'm trying to, in relation to everything else. I'm actually really digging this one because you don't care for this. I am no less than an A minus, no less. I want to say A, but I don't think it would hang with the A's that we have because they're higher proof.
Well, with that, and if this opens up and has the mint, then I'm definitely going to stay like towards the A minus category.
I think I would bump it because I really liked when the Bullet did that. The Bullet that we had didn't have it, but then it didn't go full mint, but it was more like a tea mint.
Well,
so if it stays
is,
with like that tea mint, I love that flavor.
And well, even to back that up, the castle we have over there, they really didn't crazy mint. So I could stay with A minus.
Yeah, I think A minus is a good happy place. I think this could win in some blinds. You know what?
It's very drinkable.
I'm trying to think of all the ryes we have back there. I know how many ryes we have over there to put them in, but we haven't cracked them yet. Uh-huh.
He's having fun.
I'm already thinking of where I can put this in to actually go with it, but
It's the
Steve's
nose
gonna
is
like this
all
one.
caramelesque and everything.
we just recently did a rye too.
That was actually very good too. Whatever.
Well, I'm trying to think what the two that we did it would actually go good against. This just keeps getting better in a glass, though. That oaky, that you
100%.
really get that oak out of coming out of the even on the nose.
And the caramel, I don't think I'd call this a rye.
That's why I keep saying the dark. I think that's where I get the dark from. It's the oaky presence that mixes with the caramel in my head, which gives me a dark, as opposed to one that's light and bright when I'm not getting an oaky presence on the end. I think I'm figuring out my own little warped mind. Like I get certain things that, like what I
Really
taste.
has a nice oak finish.
It really starts good and ends good. That's the one thing about this one, and it lasts for 100 proof. It hangs.
I think that's the rye part of it, but it's.
I'd like to see a 10-year and have it like a cask strength. Because can you imagine with the oaky? I don't remember it being a big oaky presence out of them other ones.
Where it's similar to this, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I almost tried that today too, but
yeah. No. So there you go. We'll keep this one long and sweet because I always say short and sweet, and then I look at it afterwards. I was like, oh, nah.
28 minutes.
Again, we will eventually do the 7-year, and I will put them up against each other. But I do want to see if it's worth worth the other one. But did you just hear that? For those of you testing, rye, and he just said this is damn good. So take it for that. So all you rye drinkers out there, if you've tried this, leave a comment down below because I'll be curious because.
Go ahead.
It doesn't really bring them. If those people that want that 95.5 rye, you're not getting that vibe at all.
No, in my head when I was so excited to do Whistle Pig, and then that's just like a whole mint friggin' Christmas tree mint.
Yep.
And that kind of threw me off on the whole. Geez, I really like to go that route, but this to me, this is what I like better.
Oh, I gobble this right down. This has so much flavor and taste.
It does.
And we just cracked it, so I have to assume it's only going to get better.
I would.
So I can't wait to actually throw this in there. I wish it was higher proof because I'm still looking for something to fight the single barrel proof rye we have back there because that to me is still just like my happy land. That is
I would
delicious.
have to maybe look at Sagamore.
I don't know if they have a higher proof one though.
I don't know.
We just did one that was again.
Where I seen them all, he didn't have any this time.
Oh no, really? So well, there you go. This is the Knob Creek 10-year rye. Again, if you guys have got this, it is relatively new. It just came out within the last few weeks, so I wanted to get this out. But this is phenomenal. I can't wait to try the 7-year now because it's even less money, and even if it can hang at all with it, you know what I mean? It's going to be worth it. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.